Hi you guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a couple of days. I have been suffering from lack of creativity. I don't know what else to call it. I just really kind of didn't know. Well, I know kind of what I want to make, but I don't know how. Does that make sense? I mean, I see things that people make and I think, oh, I want to make something kind of like that. But since it's not something I've done before, I feel almost paralyzed by not knowing how to start. So I was looking at Pinterest last night to try and get an idea of something. And I have an idea. So I thought I'd turn the camera on, and so you guys can watch my progress, I hope. I've switched out to my old cutting board because I think this is going to be messy, and I'm kind of lined with paper and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how messy it might get, but it might. My inspiration right now, I'll just show you a Pinterest picture. Hopefully there's not a glare there. Okay, so I have those stamps, and so I'm thinking to do something similar, but I just did this, and so I don't think it's going to work now. So now I'm going to do it again without spraying this. But then I have tons of other stamps that I've brought out to go along with it. This is from Anne's Paper Fun, was the one I found it on. I don't know who came up with this, but it's not my original idea. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, I have out some distress inks. I have Vintage Photo, Black Soot, I think is what it is. It's got so much ink on top of it that I don't even know what it's called anymore. I think it's Black Soot. And I have Walnut Stain. And I'm just going to be going and layering those up onto my tag. So I'll show you what I did on the first one before I used some spray on it and kind of messed up my work. I just went around the edge. These tags are tags I found at a yard sale this summer, so I don't know. I imagine you can find them online somewhere. I don't know where though. And there's stuff down here on my work surface, and I'm okay because I'm kind of going for the real grungy look. So I don't care if things get kind of smeared and stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the top here and there, just adding a little bit of color. If you want to call this color. Adding some grunge, we'll call it grunge. And then, so that one was the Walnut Stain. And you guys, I've had these for a long time. I know it's hard to get a full size one of these sorts of things anymore. So, I don't know. These are old. I keep re-inking them, and they're doing okay for me. So that was the Vintage Photo. And then now I'm going to go over the edges again, just the edge with the black, just giving it a bunch of different layers of the distress ink. Maybe I'll add a little to that thing. And you know, I smudged there, but it's fine. It'll be fine. So then I just add a little now of the black, and I might put a little of the Vintage Photo on top of the black. I don't know how it'll layer up. We'll see. Yeah, it does okay. Okay. So I like that. And then some stamping. I'm going to go ahead and just do the ones that they used. This one and the birds, it looks like. I think the only thing I've ever used in this particular stamp thing is the clock. I don't know. Looks like there's a little ink on the birds. I did not grab my stamp, whatever that thing's called. Oh yeah, I haven't even. Oh, so this is stuck together. I wonder why. Because I don't want them together. I mean, I want them to be like, sometimes use it together, but sometimes not. So I'm going to cut those apart. I don't want to mess anything up. All right, I need my glasses. It's magic, I can see. Very slow going. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my, whatever that thing is called. I don't know what they're called. And then I'm gonna get some ink. These things, acrylic blocks, I don't know. Okay, I don't need those. I only need them for really up close. So let's see here. There is a little bit of this and that stamped around that's not just from this particular stamp set. It looks like there's some music that they've got here and there, but these are little tickets, and I think I'll just use those. How do I want to do this? I don't have my little thing out to put underneath. I should grab that. So I just got this at Hobby Lobby, one of those foam things. They're really, really inexpensive. Really it's like in the kids section, but okay. And then we'll go along the bottom a little bit. I wish, you guys, that I had like these wonderful ideas where I come up with them on my own, but I guess I'm just not that creative. You know how some people can just, they have a vision in their head and they can just totally bring it out, and I'm not one of those people. Unfortunately, I there's no vision in my head. No vision at all. Okay, kind of goofed here. I'm just gonna add a little. I think it'll be fine. My daughter is one that can see something and make it happen. It's crazy. I remember one time I was making something to put on a bulletin board. Actually, I'm just gonna leave that on there. I was making something to put on a bulletin board, and I wanted like an image of a frog, kind of an outline of a frog, I guess. And I was stumped, and she's like, Mom, And she just, I mean, and this was a long time ago when she was pretty little. She just took, you know, whatever and just did an outline of a frog for me that looked exactly like you would see like a template of a frog, and she just free-handed it. I don't know where she, I mean, she doesn't get it from me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wish, but she doesn't. There's a lot of sticky on this. Okay, so like it's all really one-dimensional, and I don't want that. And so I was thinking what maybe I could do is something. I could do something. I was thinking to maybe do, I've got lots of scraps, lots and lots of scraps. Here's one. Okay, so I'm thinking to do like the clock on the scrap. But not perfectly, you know, just part of it. And in vintage, no, vintage photo might not show up very well on that. Maybe I'll do it in walnut. And then not in an ink, but, you know, in a distress ink, not an actual ink. I don't do this kind of stuff very often because I don't like messes. They stress me out. And, okay, I can't see what's up on this. I think that's 12. I think we'll just do it like this. Yeah, messes are difficult for me. And so I'm like, oh. So I had to take stuff off my desk and I lined it with other things to kind of not have such a mess happen. And I don't want to like ruin my desk or anything like that. Because it's a wood desk and everything will, you know, stuff will just go right into the wood. So I don't want that. Okay, I want a straight line on the side. And yeah. Okay, I have a stamp that has like little spots. I just have to find it. Here it is. They're like splatters. I'm thinking I might do some of this kind of behind. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Just put that everywhere. More. More. Okay, so yeah, one of the problems for me is now all of this mess that I'm making, I'm gonna have to clean it up. I'm like, come on. I need a craft room maid to come after me and clean everything up when I'm done. Okay, that's good. I think we'll glue that down. I've been having headaches this week. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have headaches that are related to the weather, the barometric pressure or whatever that, you know, it really affects me. And it kind of gives me like this feeling that I have acid in my brain and my head. It's not a good feeling whatsoever. And it's been kind of off and on all week. And yesterday I sat in here and I tried. I could not. I couldn't. I tried to do something. I couldn't. It was awful. And then it kind of makes me have like an upset stomach, and I don't think I have migraines, but maybe it's kind of migraines. I don't know. But we've had just kind of really rainy weather, and then cold, and then warm, and then it's just, I don't know, messing me up. I might do just a stamp on the back side. Maybe I'll do the one that I cut off. I forgot to put the thing underneath it, so it'll be interesting to see how clear this turns out, because the other ones are turning out pretty well, I think. Yeah, see? I should have put the thing behind it. Well, you can still tell. All right. Okay, I feel like I want something right here. Okay, well, I just threw that little tiny piece in the trash, but I think I'm going to take that back out of the trash and turn it into something. The kitty wants into her food, but she's fine. If the door's open or closed, she wants the opposite of whatever's going on. You know what I mean? Anyway, my head is feeling a little bit better today. I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay, I think I'm all right. Okay, I think I want another one of some kind under there. What do I have? I've got this is just like a little bit of print. Come on. All right, good enough. Good enough. All right. I hope that this is okay for you guys. I mean, it's actually, you know, it's the process. There's no, you know, fast forwarding. I don't know how to fast forward. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't think that the way I do my videos, I don't think you can fast forward. And so I have to get some sort of different software or something in order to do any of that. If I could ever get ahead on some of my videos so that I had a couple in the bank, I might be able to take some time to learn how to do something. But who knows when that will be. Okay, we'll do that. So anyway, I'm wanting to do a video, a journal that is in these sort of colors. Yesterday I sat here and I was playing with some file folders because I was wanting to make something like a really flippy file folder, something or other, but one like I hadn't made before. So I sat here and I was folding and unfolding and flapping and unflapping, and again, I just couldn't come up with anything. So hold on, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna keep talking. But I couldn't come up with anything, and so I stopped. I am going to try and use some of the liquid pearls and just do some little dots here and there. Really little ones, because I don't want them to cause a problem with them going in, excuse me, in or out of a pocket. So anyway, I sat here and I tried, and I got really frustrated. I mean, not angry, but like, it was kind of, I don't know, I was disappointed because I felt like I wanted to be creative, but my mind, my brain wouldn't work with me on that. So I'll show you what I came up with in the end. It's not going to be well, I did use a file folder, but it's not flippy or anything like that at all. I feel like there needs to be something, but I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of different things on there. I think I like it. I'm just getting it up to the camera so I can show you guys. So I like that. I'm going to set it aside to let those little bits and pieces dry. I'll stick something in here after it's all dry. Okay, so this is what I mean, literally, it's just a file folder. And I covered it with some, I guess it's probably vinyl, fake leather. My friend Donna gave me a piece of this quite a while back, and I thought, well, that's cool. What am I going to do with it, though? So what I did was I just cut out from a file folder a piece that was just a journal size, you know, and I covered it. I cut the faux leather out exactly so it fits exactly, and I covered it with Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, I'm not sure which one I have, and I laid it on top, and then I smashed it down real good so that it dried really flat, but it wasn't curling anyway, so I guess that's because Fabri-Fix or Fabri-Tac doesn't cause curling. And then I found this at a yard sale this summer, and I was going through it to try and find some nice paper to kind of put on the front. So I found there was one sheet of this particular design, and so I cut 2 pieces out of it, and I sewed around, no, I glued it down. I put glue around it like this, and then I actually sewed it to the faux leather just because I didn't know how well the glue would hold it permanently. So I actually sewed through it. And it was a little difficult fitting it into my sewing machine, you know, to get all the way over, you know what I mean? But it worked. I managed, and I'm going to have to do it here too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as the spine and all of the sewing signatures in, but I want to make something kind of grungy. So, you know, I think it'll look good. I don't know. I want to outline this, the guy, but I'm afraid. Anyway, so let me see. I'm going to look on my iPad one more time and see if there's another one. There are several that I saved for inspiration. We'll see if I can find another one. I wish I had some gear stamps or something, but I don't have anything like that. Okay. we'll try something like this. And it's the Avenues collection from Bo Bunny. I don't know what part of it's from Bo Bunny, but that's my inspiration. Let's see what we can come up with that. Hope you guys don't mind just kind of going along with me. So now this is one that I had started with, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to layer a bunch of stuff. Actually, let's do it right on top of this one. You're so smart, you guys. Let's do it right on top. Let's see what I have back here in my pile. I've got quite a pile of scraps, you know, to dig through from previous projects. I'm working mostly from one paper pack. And so let's see. Okay, we'll do this and this. And I've got some doily up there. And then we can do some of this. And maybe some stripes. Maybe. I'll put a few things over here. So do you guys do the same thing? Do you get your inspiration, or are you able to come up with it all on your own? If so, good for you. I mean, look at all these scraps. I'll make some good stuff at some point. Oh, there's a couple of good ones. Okay. Let's see here. So there's a piece on the back side of it that's just, it's very square-ish, but definitely torn square-ish. So let's tear. And then we'll go ahead and tear down this side. I hope you don't feel like it's cheating that I'm doing this, you know, like, come on, Stephanie, think for yourself. I can't. I tried yesterday. All right, now I'm sure this isn't going to show at the bottom, but it might, so I'm going to go ahead and tear. All right, and then we'll do some inking around the edges. Lots of inking. And then I'm going to go around it with some black also, just around the very edge. And then I'm gonna do like a folded over tear, like just kind of an icky, what happened there, kind of a tear. So I'll do another one so it doesn't look like that was intentional, you know what I mean? Okay. All right, now before I do gluing that down, I am going to stamp something in the background. Maybe some birds? I've got some birds here. I found these at a yard sale. They look like they're Tim Holtz. I don't know if they are or not, because they were in a CD case when I found them. So maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I think I just want kind of like, maybe like that. We'll do black, and I am going to use my foam Beautiful. I wish there was one right there, but there's not. Maybe I'll do a giant one right in the corner. And it's not on the thing, so I'm just gonna use my finger. Hopefully I don't regret it. All right, that's good. I'll stick that up there. I do not like cleaning stamps, so I'm not looking forward to that part at all. Okay, so one of the problems I'm going to be having with my journal is the paper that I'm going to be using as the pages. The paper that I want to use, okay, a couple of things. I have lots of scrapbook paper, and so because of that, I'm trying not to buy digitals when I already have paper that I need to try and use. Does that make sense? And so I'm avoiding the digital thing. However, the scrapbook paper that I have that I want to use is really thin. And so, you know, it's fine if you're just one sheet, but if you want to add pockets and things like that, it does make it pretty difficult. I'm just going to add some more color up in here. So I'm trying to figure out how I can thicken up my pages. And I was thinking, well, I can just sew them together. I've done that before, but I don't know. I wish I had put that a little higher. Were you guys thinking that too? Yeah, if I sew them together, that's always tends to be a little bit of a problem with bulk around the edges, and then also, you know, kind of makes your where the holes are, it kind of messes with the integrity of the paper. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide today what to do with that. Okay, and I'm just kind of adding to grunge it up, just kind of all over the top. And then I'm going around again the outsides with the black, just the kind of the very edge. So I'll probably be looking at, you know, YouTube later to see, you know, what, if there's a video on how people do something like that. I don't even know how to word it. But I hate the idea of buying, you know, paper and then not using it and it just sitting in a drawer. I want to use it because I like it. I just, when I started buying everything, when I first got started, I wasn't aware of the fact that I needed to think about things like the thickness of the paper. I just, you know, how do you know if you don't know? All right, let's see here. Maybe I have this page here. Maybe I'll do a clock stamp on top, just kind of right in here. And I'm gonna use actual ink. The last time I did distress ink with it, I'm gonna use actual ink. So I'm gonna just rub some of that off real quick. One of the things that I find myself doing is hitting the ink pad with my thumb, and then I'll do this and I'll have a little thumbprint. Do you guys do that? Very frustrating. That's okay. let's see, where do I want it? I'm gonna give it enough space where I can tear around it if I want. I actually don't think I want to tear. I think I want a nice, looking at the one that's on the inspiration, they cut around theirs, so we'll cut around ours too. And then I'm just going to ink around the very edge. It's all very one color, isn't it? I have in here some gold. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a very gold doily. I might do that. Okay. I think I'll just kind of tear it down. And if I have too big of a piece, I'll tear it down again. Where's the one? Okay. Okay, I like that. I need to put behind the doily those might be too wide, but we'll see. I don't think so. I think they're fine. I'm gonna add a little black. These was something I inked previously. That's nice. It's already halfway inked for me. Okay, so those are good. I'll glue them down. So I might come on and do another video just doing the same thing because, you know, maybe it'll inspire you guys to make some, a bunch of, you know, sort of tags that you aren't used to making, because this is totally not something I'm used to making. This kind of, you know, style. The cat's meowing. She's like, let me in. But if I let her in and then I close the door, then she's going to meow at the door for me to let her out. And then we'll do one more with this color or design or whatever you want to call it. And we'll cut it down a little bit. Yeah, so I've got a giant mess on my desk, And so when I turn this off, I think I'm going to keep on doing this because, you know, while the mess is here, I might as well go for it. I might make another video so you guys can see more of them. Might be a tag weekend. Okay, that's good. All right, I'll glue that down so it's right around there. Let's see. I think actually that this is the front side, so I mean the paper looks the same on both sides, but the embossing from it being, you know, cut into the doily, you can tell it was upside down. And then I'm going to glue it down, hanging off just a little, and then I'll cut it once it's on. Oops, no lid. Let's see, I will be cutting off this side. The 12 is here. If it looks off to you, that's the 12 and that's the 6, because I can tell that's a 1. So I think we're good. Even though it might look like I'm putting it not right, I believe it's right. I could fold it over. I think I will. Let me put a little glue. Okay, and then on this one, they did a little bit of pearl, like squirrely effect, you know, like, I don't know, scroll. Might be kind of cool to do. If I can get it going. Okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's see. I hope I don't ruin it. If I do, I'll just kind of maybe smear it out and it'll be okay. Just kind of a little twirl. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this to a point, and you're not like, oh, okay, girlfriend, you need to just stop it. I'm sorry if it's boring. It's fun for me. So yeah, you guys should make a mess on your desk one day and just totally go for it, because I think that is, I'm going to leave this mess out and I'm going to go for it. All right, I'm going to stop. So here it is. I'm going to come up so you guys can see those a little bit. I should have stamped something on the back. I'll probably do that later. So there's that, and here's the inspiration. So even though, you know, I didn't totally copy it, it inspired me, you know, with the stuff that I have. I don't know, I think it's good. Yay! I could put a little flower or something like that, but I'm gonna let it dry so I don't mess those little spots up. Okay. All right, you guys, well, that's all I have for right now. I might turn the camera back on in a few minutes and make some more with you. I hope you like it. I hope you guys come back for more, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.